How long have you been trying for? How do you stay calm during your 2-week wait? Welcome to the first episode of TTC Talks. Child, let me sit up real quick because I got a lot to say when it comes to this question. Hey girl, hey. Welcome to the first episode of TTC Talks. Okay, period. If you don't know what TTC means, it stands for trying to conceive. Me and my hubby have been trying to have a baby for the past, I don't know, we're going to get into that later. Why is my dog on the tape? Get down. We're going to get into that later because I had y'all send me some questions on my Instagram story. And I'm excited to get into it. So I also got a new microphone, so hopefully nothing sounds weird. I haven't even really tested it out yet. I got my notebook because it's the first episode of TTC Talks. So I didn't want to forget anything. So I got my notebook. And I know a lot of y'all are also trying to have a baby. So let me know in the comments how you're doing right now. How's everything going with trying? I'm going to start with some questions, obviously, because I got y'all to ask me some questions on my Instagram. So, you can tell I'm not used to this, y'all, because I'm like, I don't know how to do an intro, obviously, but you know what? It's the first for many things. So, we're going to get better at this as time goes by. Okay. First question of the TTC Talk series. Do you have PCOS? If so, has your cycles been off, making it difficult to try to conceive? Child, let me sit up real quick because I got a lot to say when it comes to this question. How do you stay calm during your 2-week wait? At first, I did not stay calm during my 2-week wait. Okay, the stress was real. The headaches were crazy. And I decided to take a break from trying to conceive because of all the stress that I was causing to myself from trying, from tracking, from trying to figure out when to baby dance on the right days, and from having to wait until 10 DPO to see if I'm pregnant or not. So at first, I did not stay calm. But I did take a break from trying to conceive in August all the way up to October. And it really helped me figure out how to not stress while trying to conceive. So when it comes to the 2-week wait, I do not call it the 2-week wait anymore. I call it what it is. Well, that's a hair on my lip. I call it what it is. It is the luteal phase. Luteal? I'm saying that right? It's the luteal phase. That's what I'm calling it. That's what it is. I'm not waiting for nothing. Period. Because I feel like when you tell yourself you're waiting on something, then you're going to be stressed out because you're waiting. Mentally, you're telling yourself you have to wait. And I'm not doing it no more. So, how do I stay calm during the 2-week wait? There's no 2-week wait for me. And that's on period. Okay, because trying to conceive means trying. So why are we stressing out? Think about that. Why are we stressing out? So for me, I'm going to take all the stress out. Whatever's stressing me out, I'm going to take those things out. If it's tracking, I took that out for a couple of months. If it's having a time intercourse and not having fun with it no more, I took that out for a couple of months and just did that when we wanted to. So now that I'm back trying, I was able to gain clarity and gain how to manage stress and how to not stress. Now, I took a break, and I'm not going to go into detail about that because that might actually be the next episode. So, because that's tea, And I feel like I can learn. I feel like a lot of women can learn from what I have to say when it comes to taking a break because of all the stuff I have learned. So yeah, but that's how I stay calm because to me there's no 2 week wait. It's the luteal phase. Period. How long have you been trying for? So the question everybody keeps asking me, I have been trying for almost 2 years. I have been trying for a year and a half. The reason why I was so confused on how long I've been trying is because I'm like, do I count the times that I was tracking but not really timing everything? But I guess technically you do count those times. So I have been trying almost 2 years. Do I know how many cycles and all that? No, I do not. Okay. I do not. Almost 2 years. So, and it's probably been 2 years, but it's been a pretty decent, it's been a pretty long time as I think about it and look back at it. It's been a pretty long time. So we're gonna go with a year and a half, 2 years, because that's how long it's been. And I've been married for 2.5 years. I am 28. I'm so nervous because we want to try at 30. How do you deal with anxiety? If you're asking for my advice, I would say don't prepare. They say to prepare, but you're like 2 years out. So I would say don't prepare. Live life, have fun, don't worry about it. It's good that you have a timing when y'all want to try for y'all's first baby, but you're 28 and you're going to try at 30. I would not prepare. Meaning, I would not prepare on thinking about it. If we, I would not prepare. What you can do is you can prepare your body if you feel like you want to be at a better state with your body, mentally, physically, but I wouldn't prepare now. Now I know they'd be like, prepare. I would not prepare because I think preparing is probably causing the anxiety. You don't cause yourself anxiety right now. And it's probably because you're thinking, it's probably because you know that you're going to be trying in the next 2 years. And that's probably causing the anxiety, if you ask me. Now, towards the, before you turn 30, like 3 months before, you can go ahead and get on prenatals and get your body used to it if you would like to do that. But since you're 28, live your life, have fun with your man. Personally, I would just like live life because if you don't, you're going to have anxiety and you don't want to miss out on having fun. So, girl, have your fun right now. And another thing that I would say is go ahead and track your cycles. If you want to, go ahead and track your cycles so you can know how your flow is, how many days. You can know how your flow is. If you have a 28-day cycle, if you have a 29-day cycle, a 25-day cycle, 30-day cycle, irregular cycle, like you can go ahead and track. I tracked mine before I started because I wanted to know when my period was coming on because I didn't want no surprises. Okay. So, and another thing, when you're tracking, look at your luteal phase, which is the second half of your cycle after you ovulate. You don't have to track ovulation right now, but in that luteal phase, 2 weeks before your next period, what I would do is notice my symptoms. Notice your symptoms like headaches, cramps. I would get sensitive tatas, because I kid you not, PMS symptoms and pregnancy symptoms can be the same. And when you start trying, then you already know that. You already know the symptoms that you tend to get in your luteal phase. That way you're not overthinking too much and be like, oh, I got sensitive tatas. That means that I might be pregnant, okay? It can mean you're pregnant. It can mean you're pregnant, or it just might be because you got early PMS symptoms. So you can check your cycles and notice your symptoms. That's what I would do. But right now, girl, I would need to prepare, because I feel like that's what anxiety is coming from, preparing. Do you get triggering, inconsiderate words from people? How do you navigate? Now, y'all know I'm a content creator, so I do make content about trying to conceive while I'm trying to conceive. And when it comes to content, I know we get some triggering comments and all that kind of stuff. But in the real world, no, not really. I feel like a lot of people do not know I'm trying to have a baby, because I will only tell the people that I know that's going to support me. Not everybody understands what you're going through, and not everybody agrees with trying to conceive. So therefore, I don't tell everybody. It's not a secret, but I'm not going to go around yelling it to everybody, telling them I'm trying to conceive, because some people see things differently. Some people didn't try. Some people, what's the word? Some people didn't try and got pregnant. Some people, well, maybe that's just it. Some people didn't try and they got pregnant. So they probably don't understand where you're coming from, and they might not want to understand. So how would I deal with it? Personally, I wouldn't pay no attention to it. I'm like, whatever. But if they're not going to support you, then I will not be telling them anything else or telling them that I'm trying to conceive, because not everybody is going to understand it. So that's just me. That's all I got to say on that. I don't know, but hopefully that helps. How long you been trying? A year and a half, 2 years. What tests have you done regarding trying to conceive? What test? I just got cycle day 3 testing done, which is like FSH, your follicle, a bunch of stuff. It was a whole panel of cycle day 3 testing, blood sugar, testosterone, proclin. I don't know how to say that, but that was in there. Just a few things that I got tested for cycle day 3. So that's what I got tested for so far. Y'all, I really was trying naturally. I really was. So I just started going to the doctor for trying to conceive, but I was really trying naturally, because they tell you to try naturally. So I was like, okay, let me try naturally. I probably tried naturally a little too long and could have went at my year mark, but it's never too late. And I think I wanted to get pregnant naturally. That's why I didn't go to the doctor yet. But I also feel like I do have a lot of patience. Even in my everyday life, I have a lot of patience. So I wasn't too like rushing on going to the doctor. I was just trying to see if I can get pregnant on my own. So were you ever on the pill before trying to conceive? Yes, I've been on the pill for a very long time. I was on the pill at 16, but I wasn't really taking it and trying. It wasn't serious. I wasn't even taking it every day like I was supposed to until until I was like in my 20s. That's when I was taking my birth control heavily. But I was also on birth control pills, depot shots. Had that too when I wasn't on the pills. I got depot shot every 3 months for a year. After that, I got the Nexplanon twice. Then I went back to the birth control pills. Get down. To me, birth control pills is the best form for my body. So 10 out of 10 recommend birth control pills for me. And after I have a baby, I will be getting back on birth control pills because I didn't have no problem with it. I was good on the pill. I do hear that some people say that being on the pill can cause them not to get pregnant. I don't know anything about that. Obviously, I don't know, but I was on the pill. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or what, but I was on birth control. So, is there anything you do each month? Wait, let me say it better. Is there anything you do each month, cycle day one, as self-care for yourself? Okay. Is there anything you do each month, cycle day one, as self-care for yourself? I self-care any time of the month. I don't do it like a whole cycle day one self-care situation. I self-care anytime. If I want to go get my nails done, I go get my nails done. If I want my toes done, get my toes done. If I want to do my hair to feel pretty, I'm gonna do that. If I want to go shop, I'm gonna go shopping. If I want coffee, I'm gonna get coffee. So for me, I self-care at any time of the month. But I guess when you're trying to conceive, some people might want to do something for cycle day one, like a self-care thing, or get like a faith purchases. I do make faith purchases, but it be random. It don't be cycle day one. Yeah, I just be doing self-care all around the month. So, how can someone cope with disappointment every time? How can you cope with disappointment every time? Whew. Give me 1 second. Let me drink some water on this one. I'm back. How does someone cope with disappointment every time, like each month? Me, I don't test every month. You got people that take pregnancy tests every month, starting at like 9 DPO. I can't do that. Right? Like me, I'm going to take out everything that stresses me out because I don't like to stress out. Okay? I ain't got time for that. But we're human, we're going to stress out. But I take out taking pregnancy tests. Um, so I won't feel disappointed because before I take a test, I'm fine until I see a negative. You can even be like, I'm gonna take a test just to see, and you're fine, you don't care. But once you see that negative, you're going to care. So I'm not doing it. Okay. I would just rather wait to flow is missed to be able to take that test. I know for me, when I do get to cycle day one, when Aunt Flo does come, I treat myself. I treat myself. And I don't know about y'all, but people be like, you can't have no sugar. You can't have this. You can't have that. When I'm on my period, I'm going to treat myself. Right? You ain't fertile. Ovulation not happening. It's the best time. It's the best time. So I will have me a glass of wine, some sweets. I like to bake some chocolate chip cookies. Like, I use that time to just treat yourself when you're on your aunt flow because you're hormonal, you emotional, you don't put in all this work to try to have a baby. You put in all this work, you probably tired. Why not just treat yourself? Like glass of wine. I like to drink me a margarita from time to time. I like an energy drink from time to time. I love some Chinese food. Like so how somebody can cope with disappointment. Trying is only trying, right? It does not mean that you're going to get pregnant within that month. Just be proud of yourself for trying and trust that whatever God has planned for you, that's for you, boo. So You can be disappointed, but pick yourself back up. I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I don't really know how to give that great of advice, but I hope that helps, because trying to conceive is not easy. I don't know. How long is the length of your cycle? 25 days. 25 days as of this year, 25 days. It used to be 28 last year. I'm 30 now, so I don't know what. I'm older, I don't know, but it changed to 25 days. So it is what it is. I do want to go back to the question about self-care. So when it comes to self-care, I would say, just because you're trying to conceive, don't think that you have to just cut everything out. Yes, during your fertile window, ovulation window, luteal phase, you can eat better, okay? Eat better, eat all the fruits and veggies, do all the things, right? But when it comes to self-care, if you like a donut, go get a donut. If you want to get a cup of coffee, go get a cup of coffee. If you want to go to Bruce's and have a little cup of ice cream, go get you a little cup of ice cream. Like, don't hold back and treat yourself. It does not always have to be like nails, toes, hair, clothes. It can just be something that you just like to have. You know what I mean? Also, also talk to your partner more. I've learned that, like, y'all know men don't know a lot. But I've learned to talk more about my how I feel to my hubby, because that can offer a little self-care, as in like reassurance. Go on date nights, like, just just still have fun. Self-care can be live life, still have fun, because trying to conceive is a part of your life at the moment, but it does not have to be your whole entire life. It's just a part of it. So go have fun. Go have fun. Go live life. And that's on what? Period. Only advice as I was trying for a baby, seeing your videos, and I succeeded a month ago. Text you. So, only advice as I was trying for a baby, seeing your videos, and I succeeded a month ago. So, I'm guessing you messaged me. I guess that's what you mean. Is that you succeeded and you messaged me. Okay. So, my messages, like, it be requests coming in. I don't even be knowing what even going on. So, that's that. I do get messages, and sometimes I do not get to the messages. So I don't know. Experiencing mild cycle bleeding despite your regular cycles. I do. I have experienced spotting before period. I would say twice before, but it'll be like the day before, just a little spot, like nothing too serious. Um, That's it. Just twice before, not all the time. They were just twice, 2 cycles before. But I don't know how it works if you are experiencing every cycle. But if you are, then hopefully you can talk to your doctor about if that's like an issue, because I'm not sure. But I do know that spotting the day before your period can be normal, because it's like your period's gonna come or whatever. I don't know. Have you tried macaroon capsules? I have sent you a DM. If you've seen, have you seen it yet? I have not seen the DM. Like I say, they be coming in my requests, and half of the time I don't even go check the request box. I have not tried macaroons. I am currently on letrozole, a medicated cycle. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you know, obviously. So the only thing I'm taking right now is prenatals. letrozole, and I'm about to start taking CoQ10 because I just got CoQ10 in the mail. So prenatals, letrozole, and CoQ10 will be the only ones I'm taking at the moment. Until otherwise, and I do want to talk to my doctor about some stuff. I do got blood work getting done so I can see what I need. But I don't want to go around taking a bunch of stuff that I have no idea if I need it in my body or not, or if I'm lacking it or what's going on. I don't want to put my body, like, take a bunch of things that I may not need. So that's that. So I had to go off my little handy dandy notebook because I was like, this is the first episode. Once I hit record, I ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. I did write down some notes. Okay, I wrote down some notes. Hear me out. I feel like people on social media try to diagnose you or tell you what to do when you're trying to conceive. What y'all think? Because I feel like people really be trying to diagnose you. Like, yes, I post my content and I post my cycle, but some people be giving me advice that I didn't necessarily ask for, or trying to self-diagnose me in my comments and in my DMs. Because they be DMing me too, y'all. And I'm like, listen, everybody's body is different. We all can get pregnant different ways. Our uterus is different. We all ovulate different, either on the left or the right side. Anyway, we're all different. So, and this is also for if you got pregnant and you want to give advice. If you got pregnant and want to give advice, that's cool. But it's just a way you say it. Like, don't tell me what to do, because I don't like being told what to do. Period. We don't have to try the way everyone else have tried. Is that what y'all say? We don't have to try the way everyone else is trying or have tried. How you are trying is how you are trying. Have you tried is how you have tried. So, yes, we might tell people what we're doing when we try, but everybody's body is different. I'm learning that it's best to go get blood work done to see what you got going on with your body, right? Because everybody's body is different. And yeah, we can help each other out. I'm not saying like you can't give advice. But when you come how you come with your advice, It matters. It's okay to be okay with being in the journey. Period. It's okay to be okay with being in the journey. Just because you're trying to conceive, don't feel like it has to happen like that quick. If it do, cool. Cool, boo. That's cool. But it's okay to be in the journey. Take a step back and realize that the journey can make you appreciate what you're going to have when you have it. It can make you grateful. And everything happens for a reason. So be okay with being okay. Wait. Look at me getting deep over here. It's okay to be okay with being in the journey. So don't let anybody make you feel like you have to be pregnant right away. It's okay to be in your trying to conceive journey. Okay? So that's all for the first episode. I hope this episode is good when I edit it and roll it back. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully this microphone did the justice. It's my first time using the microphone. So I did stop trying in August to October, and it's still October, but whatever. I stopped trying, took a break, and then the cycle I started back trying, I got prescribed letrozole. Right. So I think my next episode is gonna be why I stopped trying. Do I regret stop trying? What did I learn from taking a break from TTC? And what else? And I'm going to do more questions. So you can send me more questions on my Instagram story at the Payton Fam. So I feel like the next episode is gonna be tea because I feel like I can drop some gems that I learned for myself, and I think that I can help a lot of y'all out because what I learned while taking a break was much needed. And don't feel like taking a break feels make and don't let taking a break make you feel like you are missing out on that cycle because you don't know if you could have gotten pregnant or not that cycle. So you got to take a break for your mental state to get right. I don't know about y'all, but when I get pregnant, I don't want to be stressed out. So I would rather be in the best state to find out I'm pregnant versus stressing out and catching a headache while taking a pregnancy test. I don't want to do that. Okay. So that will be the next episode. I promise y'all, so many people are going to like relate and will be able to learn from this episode. Um, so with that being said, welcome to my new YouTube series called TTC Talks with the S at the end. Okay, Talks. TTC Talks. I'm Shanice Payton. Thank you for watching. Bye.